Welcome to CX Wins Podcast, a show where customer experience professionals share their biggest wins, real customer stories, and their vision for the future of CX. Let's welcome our today's guest, Corey Savory. Corey, can you please tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Constantine. It's really nice to be on today. My name is Corey. I live here in Salt Lake City, Utah. I've been here for about 6.5 years when I relocated from the Boston area to take over leadership of customer experience at Traeger Grills. Prior to my tenure at Traeger Grills, I was with iRobot, the inventor of Roomba vacuums, where I really enjoyed my time overseeing global customer experience. And prior to that, several other well-known companies like DirecTV and also at Nice Systems, where I was a principal consultant focused on contact center.
Sounds amazing. It is a pleasure to meet you, and I'm very excited to hear your story going into what the show is all about. Can you tell us your biggest CX win, something you're personally proud of?
My biggest CX win is the time that I've been at Traeger Grills. I started in September of 2019, just before the COVID pandemic. I was brought in to create customer experience as a practice for Traeger. At the time, Traeger was pre-IPO. It was a private equity company who knew that customer experience and customer service was a great opportunity and that they needed to improve if they were going to move to a transaction or go public with IPO. And when I got there, it was actually worse than they originally told me, which was great. I moved into an organization where we had wait times over an hour. Our baseline first contact resolution was under 30%. Our customer satisfaction scores were in the low 70s, high 60s. And through a process of lean methodology, building a professional CX organization, leveraging data, technology, I was able to, within 1 year, achieve over 90% top box customer satisfaction and on our way to mid 70s for first contact resolution. We were able to achieve and maintain customer satisfaction scores over the last several years in the mid 90%. Our first contact resolution was a very consistent 75. That is a very difficult thing to do when you are troubleshooting complex devices, Wi-Fi enabled product, where oftentimes the customer has to go back and work on their product and then contact back. So very, very proud of what it is that we built at Traeger, that being through a process of methodology, the right people in the right roles, the right processes, technology as well, and ensuring that our agents were enabled in the moment with really great technology in order to support our customers and create a seamless experience.
Do you think this was a compound effect of incremental improvements overall, or can you mention something specific that had a big impact?
One piece of technology that was very important is video streaming technology. It's very, very difficult for an end consumer talking on the phone or in a chat with a call center agent to understand what is going on with a customer's product. At both iRobot and at Traeger, I very quickly deployed video streaming technology where an agent can text your smart device and using the camera on your smartphone, be able to live video stream images to the agent's desktop in real time so that they can guide, hey, show me this part of your robot or show me this part of your grill. Let me help you with understanding what's going on. Because generally a customer is going to tell you what they think is the issue with the product when in reality, it could be their perception of what's happening. And with a trained agent being able to get eyes on the situation, it really increases the diagnostic accuracy of the interaction in first contact resolution. The other important thing really is around kind of the people and process aspect of customer experience. I think there's an art to working with a BPO and achieving results like I've been able to achieve at both iRobot and at Traeger. That's very much core to truly understanding the role of the company versus the role of the BPO or the third-party vendor. And what I mean by that is at Traeger, I built an amazing knowledge management team who worked with our engineers who designed the product to make sure that our technical troubleshooting scripts were accurate and the most effective in diagnosing problems. I hired an instructional designer who worked closely with our engineering team to ensure our agents were trained appropriately. And that is really important for the company like Traeger to be able to know that that's your job. That's your part of the relationship, because they can't work directly with the engineers who designed the product to ensure that knowledge, content, and training are accurate. So there's things that as the company you need to be really, really good at. And then the BPO, what they need to be really, really good at is hiring the right talent, performance managing their people, giving appropriate coaching and development to the agents, quality assurance, using a program that you are in alignment and calibrated on. So I think that when companies go into a relationship with a BPO, they are dissatisfied that they're not getting the results that they want, or think that they can't get results unless they have owned and operated customer service. But in reality, oftentimes what I encounter is that the company is going into the relationship not understanding the appropriate roles and responsibilities and ensuring that the talent is aligned in those right roles across both the BPO and the company. And unless you do that, you're not setting your BPO up for success. And in doing that, you're never going to get the results in the customer experience that you're looking to build.
Really great examples. Thank you so much for the insight. Let's move to the next question. Can you tell me your favorite customer story, something memorable?
Oh, wow. I think customer stories are interesting because every single day your contact center interacts with maybe hundreds or thousands of consumers that never turns into a story because you just get it right. But there are times where you run into situations where you need to go that extra mile. At Traeger, our product is very much tied to cooking. It's a grill, but we talk about the Traeger hood, bringing people together for a flavorful world. We are open 365 days a year to ensure that we're there to help our customers because they need help when they're cooking. But a lot of times you cook on a holiday when you've invited all of your friends and your family over for a great meal. And it's a very stressful experience just trying to cook and ensure that you've got the food on the table. Unfortunately, if your grill isn't working, that causes a problem. I can remember this one story where we had a customer. It was 2 days before Thanksgiving. They had just ordered a grill. They'd invited over 20 people to their home, and they were a military family that were looking to serve other military families. Unfortunately, the grill arrived damaged in transit. So we worked really closely with a local dealer in that customer's area to find a grill, to be able to assemble it and get it to them the morning of Thanksgiving in time for them to get their food on the grill and be able to serve those around them. When you think about the experience that we're creating when cooking on a Traeger, it's about feeding your family and it's about feeding those around you.
It's amazing. Thank you very much for sharing. The final question for this episode. What do you think the future of customer experience looks like?
To me, customer experience is about data, right? It's not just about answering a phone call, running a contact center. And of course, right now, the future everyone's talking about is AI. And I've done a lot of work in the space of AI in partnership with our partners at AWS and really looking to create, invent, and design what the future of customer experience looks like. That's really where the data comes together to truly understand and predict what is happening in the field with your product, with your consumer, get ahead of it and leverage AI technology. One of the things I'm most proud of in the past year is launching new contact center technology that leverages agentic AI. It's not about sending the contacts to robots, replacing the humans, in my opinion. There'll be things that the automation can handle that doesn't require a human to be involved. But so many times our consumers just want the feeling of interacting with a human. And I think where the future of the CX space is going is ensuring that the humans are there to be humans and that we're giving them modern technology that can automate surface insights. Like our AI often knows what's going on before the human would have the time to put the pieces together and figure it out themselves. Where is that Venn diagram, that merge of the AI technology meets the humanness of the agent and helping the agent to do what they're really great at, which is connect, trigger emotion with the customer, respond to frustration in a way that AI can't at this point, but also empower that agent with tools to help them get to the root cause, to get to the answer faster and automate things that now the agentic AI is really, really good at.
Great. Thank you very much. Just curious, did you have a great success with implementing agentic AI?
I think that if you go to the conferences, you'll see so many vendors with booths telling you that they're going to save you 30%, 70%. We can automate X% of your contacts. I think when you go into it with this expectation that that is possible, it could be, but it's not possible for every company. It depends on what type of contacts you take and the complexity of them. I often joke that if I worked at a sock company or a t-shirt company, I might answer calls about where's my t-shirt, and I got a t-shirt and it has a hole in it. But when you're working with complex products where it could be many things that are happening and part of them could be human perception, automating some of those interactions isn't really something that is as easy as a lot of companies will tell you that it is. It's going to take time to build the right experience for your customer. You can't just hook up AI to your knowledge base and expect all of a sudden it's going to take over all of your contacts. Go into it with your eyes open and understand that there's things that you will get quick wins, but build a realistic roadmap. And then also understand that your customer might still want that human interaction, and figure out how you still leverage the power, as I said, of the AI to support the human, so that the human can bring to that interaction to satisfy your customers and provide the experience that your customers are looking for.
Definitely true. Thank you so much for the episode. It was very insightful.
It's a pleasure. It's great to get up here this morning and meet you, Konstantin.
Great. And thank you all for watching and listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.